Hello everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching today. This is my question and answer video part 2. Do this every single week on Mondays. I'm answering people's questions from last Monday. Ask me questions down there in the comment section and I'll answer them next Monday in the next Q&A video, okay? That's simple. If I miss your questions, I misunderstand, I didn't answer it, I'm wrong, you don't understand me, just keep asking me. I don't mind. I don't mind repetitive questions, okay? Please. I just want you guys to learn and feel better. That's what this is about. So, and things need to be repeated all the time. There's always new people on here and people need to hear it more than once. So let's just jump right into it. First question on part 2 is from, and I don't know how to say this, Sada or Saida? It might be Sada from France. I'm sorry if I say it wrong. Please try to correct me if you can. I know it's hard to type out pronunciations, but I do want to get your name right. Just like I can't stand it when people call me Dave. I don't like it. Dave's not my name. David, please. Thank you so much for your videos. They are tremendously helpful. I've known a girlfriend for more than a year now, but we haven't seen each other that much. And thank you for thanking me. You're welcome. She kept deleting appointments. Anyways, the little time we talked, she kept complaining about her abusive husband. I think she suffers from CPTSD. I want to help her being supportive, and at the same time, I just feel like running away because she is not such a good friend. She has little time, if no time, to offer, plus all the stuff about her husband. Once I drove her to her sister-in-law, who was crying and at loss because of family issues, and my friend kept bullying her, offering absolutely no comfort to her sister-in-law. I was flabbergasted. I want to get away, but I feel guilty leaving her, but I can't be friends with her, and I'm very sorry to say it, but she is filthy, and drinking a glass of water in her home makes me sick. Definitely some internal things going on here, right? Because we don't need to be friends with everybody, right? Not everyone's the same, right? Not everyone's the same. And if she doesn't value what you value, you are simply compromising who you are to have her in your life. Because if you value respect and she's disrespecting people, what do you say to yourself? It's okay that she's not respectful to her sister. If you hang out with her again and not say anything, then you're saying it's okay. And you have to move those around. You have to move those out of the way. And this is who you are. You're moving who you are out of the way. You're compromising. It's unstable. Okay? The more we do it, the easier it is to do it. The worse your life will be. It's not a judgment. It's not a judgment. It's simply different. We're just different. That's it. We're just different. She doesn't value the same things you value. If she says she values respect, that she doesn't know who the hell she is because she's disrespectful. It's like saying, I am honest, but I lie. That doesn't make sense. You guys say that to me all the time. They're so contradicting. Yeah, I know. Narcissists. What do? They smear you. And while they're smearing you, they're saying, oh, people are smearing me. People are smearing me. People are smearing me. Look at that person talking bad about me. They're a piece of crap. No, you're doing it. Hope that makes sense. You have internal things going on because you don't feel that just how you feel is good enough. And that's being raised by narcissistic parents. Not saying your parents are narcissists. They're just, they never unconditionally loved you. That's usually a product of that. And we feel like just how I feel isn't good enough. This hurts and I need this person to stop. That's not enough because you're not enough. Just saying no. Like when somebody asks you for a favor. Do you just say no? Or do you say, no, I'm really sorry, and I will tomorrow, and no, I don't have the money today, but I will tomorrow, and I'm really sorry, I can't help you today. Is that how you say no to things, to people? Yeah, you see, it's not enough. It's feelings of not enough, feelings of inadequacy. Okay? It needs to be fixed. Thank you. And Craig M says, you can say that again, Dave. Not everyone values the same things we do, after I just said Dave. I will say that again. Not everybody values the same thing we do. That's amazing. This came up right after that question. Because in last week's video, I was trying to tell people, and I'll say it again, because Craig's asking me. Thanks, Craig. One of the biggest lessons that we all need to learn is that people are different. We are all equal, but so different. And what you value isn't what everybody else values in the world. And I used to think that. I used to think that everybody, core values are honesty, respect, and loyalty and all that. No! No, I don't care if everybody says it. It's not true. And we have to know this so we can start weaving through people and saying, hey, there are some people that don't respect or don't value my morals that I value. And they need to. If they're going to be in interpersonal life, rule number one, got to meet your standards. And if you value morals, that's your standard, and everybody else in your interpersonal life better too, or it's going to be awful. Thanks, Craig. And then Kristen has a question, but I don't know where you're from. Please tell us where your locations are. Tell us where you're from. Tell us the planet, the Milky Way universe, the continent, the hemisphere, southern, west, east, north. Where are you? Tell us where you're from. My question is, how can I get over the fear of my loved ones getting hurt or killed whenever they leave the house? I'm out of an abusive relationship and then was single for 6 years. I bet for those 6 years you isolated. Not just single. Not just not dating anybody. Didn't want to, didn't try, didn't go on dating sites. I hope you didn't do that. But you weren't available. You were not emotionally available for people for 6 years. My ex-fiance physically attacked me over my refusal to co-sign a loan, cheated, slandered me to flying monkeys, etc. We had just purchased a house together, then became violent as soon as we moved in. My family has a long history of NPD traits. I'm now in a loving, healthy relationship, but I am only used to being responsible for myself for so long. I even worry about letting the cat out, and it's causing anxiety. Yeah, major control issues, right? Kristen, these are all common codependent traits. Yeah, where we give everybody unwanted advice and we can't manage our lives. We try to manage other people's, and you have a lot of fear going on here that things that you can't control. Yeah, you're powerless. We have to start learning to be powerless and just saying, let it go. I don't have any control over that. I teach people a 4-step processing emotion that I bet you're not using. And not that I'm saying you have to use my process. I'm just saying I bet you're not processing emotions correctly at all. I think that would be a good place to start, processing emotions. Because when you process emotions, eventually you're going to get to, is there anything I can do about this? And you better say no, because that's where real wisdom starts to come into play. I can't do anything about this. Throw it out. I'm powerless over this. I'm already doing what I can. It's more of also what I was telling the last person. Narcissistic parenting. You said a lot of NPD in your family. I can tell. They never loved you unconditionally. Mistakes weren't okay. Mistakes were bad, bad, bad. And this is obviously, Kristen, a lifetime of bad experiences. And I'm glad you're in a happy, healthy relationship now. I hope that's true. I would definitely recommend major counseling. Talk and talk and talk to people. Make sure you find the right one. We get through these experiences by facing them. It's the only way. Okay, we do it in a positive, healthy, where we feel safe. But we got to start getting out of the house more and start doing things that we're kind of afraid of, and facing our fears. Finding a way to do that. Okay. Yeah. Sorry I couldn't help you more. Thank you. Keep asking questions. Janet from Philly. Hello, Janet. Why are people in general so cold anymore to each other? I would love to make friends, but I feel it so helpless. Janet, from my perspective, that's not how I see the world. That's just my perspective, and your perspective is a little bit different. And that's how everyone's perspectives are. They're different. Experiences, you probably had bad experiences. You need to make good ones. So you would love to make friends, have a better attitude. People are great. People are beautiful. People are loving. People are going through their own crap, and they're all going to be okay. It's easier to meet people that way, Janet. Best way I can recommend. Because look, society in general, okay, is changing a lot. And not only that, as we get older, we have less and fewer friends. Because we don't take crap. We don't need 100 high school buddies all that always hang out with us. And we realize they start getting annoying. And we see these traits repeatedly in people. And we just start dropping them right away, right? When you're in high school, a friend could lie to you 10 times, right? Someone you just meet now lies to you. Boom, gone. Should. How many more times does someone need to lie to you? If you just met them and they're already lying to you, let's not even invest. Why? Don't need to. So it gets harder to make friends as we get older. We get more defined in our personalities. Society's changing. Even oil has ruined a sense of community. We used to walk and we used to see our neighbors outside and be more friendly and stuff because we were forced to. Now we're not. Now we get in our SUV in our garage and drive 10 miles to Costco and get everything else delivered. We don't see people, interact with people as much anymore. It's always go, go, go. And the world is changing. It doesn't mean we're all bad. Your experiences have been bad. We have to embrace this change somehow, right? And not just complain and isolate. Keep trying, Janet. I forgot. The best recommendations I tell people, find out what interests you in the world. There are tons of things that interest you you're not aware of. Let's start being interested in life again. Let's make ourselves more interesting people by having interest, right? I try to get people to explore their interests and they don't. Well, I'm interested in these things. I know, but why are you working all the time and not doing this? Well, I need money. Well, you don't need to work 2 jobs, do you? I mean, what are we doing? We're working, things I don't want to do, and I'm not doing the things I want to do. Low self-worth. I can see this as a theme. We all need better experiences. So, force it. Hi, David. Oh, this is Janet from Philly again. Hello, Janet again. Hi, David. I feel that the online dating sites are the narcissist playground and that people need to be so leery. No, I think people need to stay off of them. We don't need to be leery on dating sites. You need to not go on dating sites. They're disgusting. I don't care. That's my opinion. That's just an opinion. They're like, you know what? Everybody has them and they all stink. That's just my opinion. I think people on dating sites can't date. That's what I think. People go on dating sites because they don't know how to date. They have voids. Everyone dating site has a void. I need another person that they haven't even met yet, but I just know I need them. I'm incomplete without another person. Ooh, you're not a complete person. You need somebody else to complete you. You complete me. Yeah. Ugh. Going on dating sites. You don't like narcissists? Yeah, going on dating sites. It's got it. I can't imagine 20 times more likely to meet a narcissist. I can't even imagine. I need to see studies on that. But yeah, people go on dating sites to fill voids and they don't know how to date. So I wouldn't be leery. I'd totally stay away from them. Period. Thanks. Hi, David. My name is Steve from Tom's River in New Jersey. Man, you're still in Tom's River. You helped me a lot with my questions I have asked you in the last few weeks. I do believe my ex was a sociopath or antisocial, both highly narcissistic, both the same thing. And thank you, by the way, for telling me how I've helped you. Thank you, Steve. I'm glad to be answering your questions for the past few weeks. Keep asking them, okay? See, that shows, guys, it's just information. You need to learn. That's healing. So antisocial personality disorder is what your sociopath and psychopath are. Just want to tell you that. My question to you is, have you heard of fractionation? And what is it exactly? I've watched some other videos on sociopaths from other channels. Some of the takes are a little different that I've heard. I just wanted to hear your thoughts on it and why and what it is. Thank you. Well, Stephen, I looked it up and it's actually being misused. Fractionation is an actual chemical process that chemists do in a lab. It has to do with chemicals and stuff. And I saw one other person. Kept looking, found one person using that term, fractionation, and they're using it in their own way, which is wrong. And I went to it, and it's a dirtbag named Derek Rake. Now, no problem calling him out as a dirtbag that he is, but why? Because here it is, fractionation. How to attract women with mind control. Well, I'm sorry, Derek, that you can't attract women by being Derek. Pretty pathetic. And they go on to explain how a professional hypnotist would hypnotize his clients and how every time it got easier and easier and easier till basically they would just come right over and get right hypnotized right away. They just jumped right into it. He was saying everyone's the same like that. And once you're able to start mind controlling somebody, it just gets easier and easier and easier. So it's just all garbage. I appreciate your question. I know you don't know that. You said you didn't know much about it or you've heard different things. Or I feel free on this one here down below to tell me more or ask me more about it. But that's all I found. And it's just, it's those scumbag YouTube channels that talk about how to trick women and how to get women back, get your partner back and all this shit. Come on. How do you feel about yourself? Just to right out the gate say, I'm not good enough. I have to fucking mind control people. And once just spike their drink. Just go in the bar and spike their drink and drag them home. It's objectification, it's narcissistic, it's exploitative, it's absolutely disgusting. I have to call things out for how I see them. But I love your question. Thanks, Steve. If you know, I know you say you don't know much about it, but if you have something more to offer or tell me what somebody else says or something, feel free. I don't mind talking about it again, but I'm not impressed with the idea. No, thanks. Alexandra from Portugal. Hello. I don't have questions for you, but I come here to hear from you and support your channel. The Andrew story. The first of this video made me remember why I could never leave my mother after my father sucked everything from her. So I'm sending my love and virtual hug to him because I know how difficult this stuff is, but we will survive. Thank you, Andrew. The Andrew story last week. I got lots of support Andrew's received. I think that's great. As a woman, I have to say that we need more Andrews and Davids in this world. Why? The first reason is that we need more people with strong core values, genuinely kind to the heart, and not self-centered. See? Great attitude. Not everybody in the world sucks. Thank you, Alexandra, very much. That was very sweet. Michael. You actually call yourself Mick. Mick from England. Hello, Mick. I thought Micks were in Ireland. Huh? I'm kind of new to your channel and just watched a video where you said you do Skype calls. How much do you charge? I didn't really mean to read that. And how do I go about setting up a call with yourself? Anybody wants, I'm still taking clients. You want a session with me? You can find me at daviddemars.com. daviddemars, DEMARS.com. Ask me any questions you have about my services. I've got prices and everything on the website. Thank you for asking, Mick. But you have a question. I think the first thing I would ask you is, why is it that when I hear things from yourself, it has a way bigger impact on myself than when I've heard the same thing many times from female experts on YouTube? Does this mean at 55 years old, I still have mommy issues? Sorry for my humor, but is it strange to me that hearing things from a male hits home to me more? No, I mean, we all have preferences, right? And it doesn't say that somebody's good or bad, right? Some people's videos don't really resonate with me. And they're great people, lots of good information, and I might go to another one and watch their stuff just because I connect with them more. They're more like me. And that's what we do, right? We always try to go where we feel more comfortable. I mean, go look at, segregated neighborhoods and stuff like that. It's just a human thing that we do. And I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's really nice of you. Yeah, but we all have a preference. Now, as far as a man and female, male and female, there could be definitely something there. Definitely. When children are seeking some kind of therapy, I'll tell the parents, if their father's a narcissist and been totally not supportive to the children and all that, I'll say get a male therapist. Because just on the mere fact that they need a more male figure in their lives, to realize that, oh, men aren't all like my worthless dad, But see, a lot of people never bonded with their father. A lot of people don't like male authority figures, and they may not want to go to me. Or they may want to go to me because of that, right? But as far as my videos and stuff, yeah, there's something that you may enjoy more about men than women, and that goes with any kind of profession as well, right? Some people prefer male manicurists over a female. I don't know why. That's just it. But thanks. I take that as a compliment. Thank you. Chris Victoria Riley. Hello, Chris. Good to see you again. Thank you for all that you do. I was wondering if you could offer your thoughts into something that really bothers me. Why is it important, especially at the beginning of a relationship ending, that we need to know what the person is instead of exploring how we feel, which is really the more important question. We need to ask ourselves, it seems so common. I know I did this myself. Is it trauma because we are stuck in the reptilian brain? Is it because if we know what hurts us, we can better react to the threat? We are reacting to danger that really isn't that dangerous. I found that since exploring my emotions, I've healed loads and couldn't care less about what or who is still in my life. And great question, Chris. And it's just a human condition that we do. The extreme end of it is codependency. I can't look at myself, no introspection right now, it feels uncomfortable, I can't manage my life, I'm gonna manage somebody else's. I don't wanna take fault. It's how about I feel so bad coming out of an abusive relationship, tons of shame and guilt and low self-worth and all that, and we don't really are ready to say this is my fault. Some people do, it's all my fault. They didn't do nothing, I did it all. Oh really, even them hitting you in the head, that was your fault too, huh? But normally we look at other people's faults, we look at other people, we focus on other people's problems, stuff like that, over our own. And you can see that, look at soap operas and everything like a soap opera, from nighttime television series, all drama. Why do we like drama? Drama. Because it's not ours. That's why. It takes our mind and attention off our problems. It's just a human condition. But what you said is beautiful. You need to focus on you. That's what it's about. You're not going to learn about yourself by just keep learning about a narcissist. Unless maybe you're a narcissist. Kat. Hello, Kat. From the Great White North, where Deadpool is from. Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. I was seeing this girl, and I know I put way too much into her. I know what it is like to be abandoned, given up on. I genuinely loved her, and that ass. God damn, was it jiggly. Kat has a great sense of humor. I like the little squeals she made on her pretend mad face at me, sucking those lemons. I like how my dog was able to tickle her by playing. I like spending time with her when she's maintained taking her medication. However, the silent treatment, gaslighting, like I'm deaf, dumb, and blind, not allowed to talk about my past feelings. I sure got into a lot of stuff past, though. Some of the most emptiest promises I've ever been given. Being maliciously attacked, verbally, emotionally, mentally, and taking her anger out on my pets. She did all this bad stuff. I don't need to read it all. It's a lot of bad stuff. I'm sorry, Kat. And you end it with, yes, I did make mistakes. Our first fight ends with me being stabbed in the chest with an X-Acto knife. I'm sorry this took so long. My question is, when should someone that has BPD tell you that they have BPD? In an intimate relationship, when do you tell your partner? Over 1.5 years, she finally informs me. Yes, I left this person, currently maintaining no contact. What are the differences between BPD and NPD? I've answered that a ton, Kat, a ton. I'm in all kinds of different videos. So I just made, I think maybe it's been 2 weeks now or last week, I can't remember. Just scroll down a couple videos back and you'll see, are they actually a narcissist? Is one video, are they really a borderline? Is the other video. I really dived into each one, okay? They are different disorders. Borderline more attributed to trauma, narcissism more attributed to bad parenting and not being held accountable and all this stuff. So, but your real question, when should someone tell you? So when should someone that has borderline personality disorder tell you that they have it in a relationship? And that's a great question. Never had that before. I think before commitment. And I know I told you this already, but I wanted to answer this for other people. Before commitment, at least, okay? I don't have a personality disorder. I'm not judging people that do. It's up to them when they want to tell people. Yeah. I don't think most people that have a disorder are going to tell people right away because they don't want them to leave them and all that stuff. It's like, I imagine it's almost like herpes or something. You don't want to tell everyone right away, and I don't blame you, right? And that's why we take a long time to get to know people. We don't jump right into things and rush. That's why we don't do that, right? Because you don't know if they have herpes or if they have a personality disorder for a while. And they don't have to tell you right away, I don't think. I mean, it's one thing when you ask them and they lie, right? But it's another, they just don't offer the information. I don't think they have to right away. But you don't commit to somebody and make plans for the future and not disclose something like that. But what people should do, I hate to say that. Should, would, whatever. You know what I mean? And that looks like it's it. I got through it. I was afraid I wasn't going to get it all done in part 2. So that wraps it up. That's all the questions for the Q&A, guys. That's everything. Please, like I said before, ask me questions if I miss something or I don't answer it right. If I don't understand you or you don't understand me, or you want to know more, just keep asking. No questions or stupid questions or bad ones. Be repetitive. I need to repeat myself. I want this to be a good source of information for everybody that's looking about recovering from trauma. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you, all of you. If you can support me, I'm trying to help people not kill themselves, okay? So just subscribing to my channel is huge. Voting, commenting, posting it somewhere, putting in a playlist would be beautiful. The world's opening up. I hope you guys feel safe and secure during these crazy, crazy times. Try not to, fearmonger and catastrophize and have phobias. Face these things. We're all gonna be, there's gonna be some kind of normal soon after this, I'm sure. Might be a new normal, but it's gonna be some kind of normal after this. Yeah. 2020 has been a crazy year, huh? And it's halfway over. Insane. Yeah, I recommended in part 1 some things to help boost your immune system for those of you. It really does boost it. For those of you who are scared to leave your house, we got to eventually. Okay. Thanks, guys. Love yourself first. I'll see you next Monday. Okay. Anybody seeking coaching, daviddemars.com. Thanks.